And this is Communities Live on Sheffield Live Radio 93.2 FM with me, Susie Casson. T-Boy's very busy making tea today, and we're joined in the studio by Trevor Tomlin.
Hello.
Hi, Trevor, from many things, among which Diversity Fest is one of them.
That's what I'm here for today.
Yeah,
yep.
Brilliant. So what is Diversity Fest?
Diversity Fest is a free festival that we started a couple of years ago. We ran the first one in September 2015, and the second one this year. And we're starting to plan Diversity Fest 2017 now. Basically, it's a celebration for people of all genders, sexualities, ethnicities, ages and abilities. Try and bring everyone together, really, and have a bit of a party.
Brilliant, sounds fantastic. So, Diversity Fest 2017 is sometime next year?
Yeah. It'll be September, but as it's 10 months off, we haven't booked it yet. So.
Yeah, brilliant. Can you tell us a little bit about the lineup already?
No one's been booked yet, so there's not a lineup. But we'll try to do something similar to what we did this year in September. So we'll have a range of music and dancers and spoken word from different traditions. So, but as I say, it's 10 months ahead, and you can't usually book performers until a few months in advance because they tend to cancel. But we're going to try to do something similar. Yeah, we need to raise a bit of money and get a few volunteers first. Yeah,
absolutely, because it's a free festival.
It's a free festival, yes.
Yeah, brilliant. And do local performers appear and people from further afield? Or?
Inevitably, when you do a free festival, because you can't pay people or pay people's travel expenses, you tend only to get people locally that will come. Although, having said that, we do have people that have come up from London and South Wales and Lancashire before, but mainly South Yorkshire, inevitably. We have lots of talent in this region, though, so that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, is it particularly challenging to organise a free festival?
Yeah, because I'm involved in some other festivals that actually have a budget, so you have more choices. But I think a free festival is challenging, but it has some advantages because it makes you think creatively and it makes you work with other people because you can't afford to go it alone and spend lots of money. These are good things, really. It makes the event more sustainable. On the downside, though, it does severely limit what venues you can use, which has implications for things like accessibility. But having been involved in festivals before that have disappeared because they've lost funding. This one started off, first year we had no budget. Second year we spent 150 quid. I put in a budget proposal for 300 for my fundraising target this year. So we're not wasting money.
No, absolutely. It sounds brilliant. And it means everyone's sort of singing from the same hymn sheet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone's in the same boat. Brilliant. So you have a fundraising event coming up for Diversity Fest.
We do. Our first fundraiser for next year's Diversity Fest is on Saturday the 10th of December at the Royal Standard, which is the RS Bar. It's on the Ring Road. It's not far from here, actually, just near the Lead Mill. It's an evening event, 7:30 till 1. We've got a number of bands playing that have played at the festival, and musicians, including Inner Vibe, Vinnaby, Leo, Madge Woolard, Petite Pierre, and a DJ, The Globologist. Like we usually do, we're saying £3 suggested donation. If you haven't got £3, come anyway. If you have got £3, give it to us, please, because it will help us hire some equipment that works for the free festival.
Absolutely.
Everybody is welcome.
Yeah, brilliant. So Diversity Fest, it seeks to celebrate unity and mutual respect among all groups of people. Yes. Why do you think a festival like that is so important now?
There seems to be a rising tide of intolerance in the country, well, in the world at the moment. I think I said this last time, following things like the Orlando massacres in the gay club in America, the murder of Joe Cox here, the Brexit vote, and now Donald Trump's been elected as well, and there seems to be more and more intolerance, prejudice and hatred coming out. So, I think let's show what we can do by all working together, having fun.
Absolutely, yeah. And why do you think Sheffield is such a great city for music?
It's weird, isn't it? It's a great place. I think there's lots of creative people in Sheffield, and there's a kind of can-do attitude. I've lived in other places like London and Lancaster and Glasgow, and you don't always get that. We can do it anyway. attitude, which I think is amazing here. That's probably why I'm still here after 12 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of guests on sort of spoken word, people saying how welcoming the city is and good for creativity, isn't it?
And people do stuff. They don't just sit on their butts and watch TV.
Yeah, absolutely. So Diversity Fest 2017 will be your third festival.
Yes.
What do you find most challenging about it?
It's a lot of organising. Because, again, I'm involved in other festivals, but this is the only one I have full responsibility for. It's a lot of work. It's not just organising on the day. Yeah. I've got a great team of volunteers, but there are only 5 of us. There's 6 of us in total.
Wow.
So the most challenging thing, I think, is publicising a new event, getting people to come to a new event. It's quite hard. When you have a track record, that's easy. So we spend a lot of time talking to people, leafleting people, going on radio shows and telly and things like that, and just saying, if you're not sure, come along. It's mainly about local talent, so come and find out.
Yeah, brilliant. And what do you enjoy most about organising Diversity Fest?
On the day, seeing people smiling and laughing and talking to each other. That makes all the hard work worth it, really. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a lot of things, it probably comes together at the last minute, doesn't it, after a bit of stress?
Yeah, there's always a bit of stress involved.
So what other festivals are you involved with?
Okay, well, I've been on before talking about Sharrow Festival. I'm one of the co-organisers of that. In fact, I'm going to talk to some students later about Sharrow Festival too. I'm also involved in Peace in the Park, running community stage there for the last few years. I'm now just doing those 3. That seems to be, and it keeps me busy.
Yeah.
Although I am threatening to put in a proposal to do a Sheffield Live radio show.
Oh,
but
fantastic.
I'm going to think about it over Christmas.
The best place to be, absolutely. So you're very into the festivals in Sheffield. How do you see the festivals developing in the future?
I think Sheffield is getting a very good reputation as a city of festivals, but there is room for more. Most of them are concentrated in the summer. So, it would be nice to see one every week, maybe, or at least one every month in the winter and every week in the summer. Festivals can be done on a shoestring budget or no budget or indoors. Just talk to people and, there's always room for more.
Yeah, and you quite often come into Sheffield city centre and there's something going on.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It makes
almost
such a difference,
always,
doesn't it?
Weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So lovely. So can you run through the details again, Trevor, about the fundraiser?
Yep. Okay, so our first fundraiser for next year's Diversity Fest is at the Royal Standard, sometimes called the RS Bar, on St Mary's Road, the Ring Road. It's on Saturday the 10th of December, 7:30 till 1. Lots of artists, Inner Vibe, Vinna B, Leo, Madge Woolard, Petite Pierre and the Globologist, and hopefully Susie will play some tracks by them later. £3 suggested donation. It's entirely voluntary. Just come.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming in, Trevor. I hope you'll keep us updated on what's happening.
Just to mention, if you want more details, there is a website, diversityfest.wordpress.com. We are on Facebook, Diversity Fest Sheffield, or you can email me on dhtgohj@yahoo.co.uk.